let's try this again. Alright, what's up, gamers? It's SCG and Worthy here. I'm gonna start a new series called, well, I'm just gonna start some new type of content on this channel, really, not necessarily a series. It's going to be essentially me just playing For Honor, different types of game modes, and essentially describing what I would do, and showing you what I do in game modes, and see if it, and just see if you guys like this type of content, if you would like more commentary style content, and if you would like this. So first off, I will say this is live commentary, so occasionally I may like shut up to focus more, but anyways, just what I'm doing here is essentially just to hold up a friend just got a line, so I need to like quickly make the party invite only. So what I'm going to do in this series is essentially just head to mid. Well, no, this okay. So what I'm going to do first is Conquerors head to mid. But what I'm going to do in this series is essentially just commentate over my games as I'm playing them. I'm going to describe what to do to help your team optimally play the game. So, first off, if you're going to play like good in the menu, don't do that, because I shouldn't have got dropped attack there. Well, my teammates weren't there like stopping them, but that's not really like something that they should be worried about necessarily. They should be pushing C, but they definitely like, I would say that it's not their fault. I would say that that's like poor positioning on my part. Anyways, so what Conqueror should do for most of the game is go to mid, right? In fact, you shouldn't. In fact, that's all you should really be doing as Conqueror. If you're playing Dominion at a high level, you really like, you don't even have to engage with your opponents. Really, just keep clearing minions, and assuming that you have the proper perk set up, which you can see, they're not perks, I'm sorry, proper feat set up, as you can see in the bottom left corner, or the feats that I run, or what I consider optimal. I mean, like the first three are pretty much go-tos, especially once Punch Through is nerfed. I would say that Heal on Block is much better. And the fourth feat, Conquer does not have very good fourth feat choice. Really, the best that I would go with would be Catapult, because Catapult allows you to say rotate, just keep the minion lane, or get a free minion lane capture, assuming that you're able to kill enough minions with one Catapult. Besides that, Shield Basher just makes him a lot more like usable in team fights. It's just like Haymaker. Heal on Block allows him to survive for longer, especially if people are attacking you in mid. Of course, it's not as good as it used to be, or you can still take hits from minions and things like that, but it's still very usable in the sense that it helps you be able to engage less with the enemy and focus more upon actually killing the minions. So there are some situations in which engaging is essentially required. Like right here, while I'm fighting this Lawbringer, like I essentially have to fight him, or else, like, I do like sort of have to fight him. But if I want to, I could just move over to minions to get more health, and yeah, it's a very good rotating strategy. Where essentially what Conqueror can do, again in mid, right, is Conqueror can simply gain health from the minions to outgrind his opponents. It's very infuriating to fight against, but it's really the best way to play him. Of course, then they made the right read on when I would cancel the zone, and now I've lost a lot of health. But what I've done here is essentially stalled out longer in mid, and our teammates have got A and B. So I've kept 2 away from the other points, and what this does is helps my team sufficiently keep other points, maybe back things like that, just to keep the score in our favor. Because the more people, like, say, like, that's the difference between, say, like, an anti-gank. With an anti-gank, what you're doing is essentially just killing multiple people that are attacking you at once, which helps your team because you get rid of people. You take people away from other places they could be on the map and give your team a numbers game, which is the best possible way to really win the game. I mean, you know this. For the longer that you can keep people away of the enemy team, per se, away from your team, away from your points, away from their home point, is really how you win the minion, right? Because if you have a numbers advantage in your team fights, that'll definitely give you an edge. See, right now, while I'm fighting through mid, they don't have mid, and hopefully we'll be able to grab mid while my friendly here is stalling. I can hit the Lawbringer in the back, gank him. Yeah, if he's gonna roll away, then I can just keep him. So at this point, we've captured all 3 zones. What this does is it gives us a lot of points, which of course, eventually they're going to be able to get probably a point back. But what this does is it creates a thing called hard points. Hard points are points that you have even if you don't have a point per se. So let's say that we lost all 3 points right now, we would still have a certain amount of points. And those amount of points will stay the same no matter what, because we've gained hard points. Those are points that don't change. So, the way that oh god, I've messed up here. Yep. The way that hard points are so useful in Dominion and other, like, say, high-level 4v4s, yeah, I messed up there, but you get the point. These hard points are very useful because if you can have lots of hard points, then it means that you get a mistake. So let's say that you lose a team fight at A and they grab A, and then they have, say, 2 points, right? You will still be able to get A back, and well, if you have enough hard points, to be able to still have the point advantage, right? And that's how Dominion works, is just maintaining the point advantage.
Zone A.
See, right here, we have a very winnable situation because we have multiple hard points. They have all 3 points, but there's only like, I'm looking at it roughly, sorry if my math is wrong, it's about a 200 point difference, give or take. With this, right, if I say cap mid, they lose 100, so then it becomes a 100 point difference. And if my team wins a fight at one of the other points, then it becomes an even bigger gap, right? Well, I got dropped on again, but you get what the point was, obviously. Well, see, now they've already lost mid, so they've already lost an extra 100 points, which is going to break us slower. Right now, I've got someone in mid. If we leave someone in, you really don't need more than one person in mid in this type of situation. You need to get the points back. So right now, I'm going to go help with C, win a team fight, gank. I didn't know, like, the Glad's doing the proper gank. He didn't really use revenge. He should be actually running away from someone in revenge. But he did the proper gank, and I wanted to go with my bash, essentially, instead of going with his. So,
you captured Zone A.
Now we've got A back. I'll stay at A to get my heal on block. Yeah, because heal on block is going to help me more in mid, especially since the other team seems to be moving toward mid a lot. So, yeah. Alright, see right here they're going to go focus on my opponent, focus on my friendly. So what I'm going to do is just keep hold of keep the minions away. I'm going to keep the minions away from our point, and I'll just keep healing from the minions. And there's nothing that they're really going to be able to do about it. Unless they say throw it on the loft or something, but it's not going to really do much. Yeah, they made the right read on when I would cancel the zone. It just happens. And we're probably going to lose this game, but at the very least, we got in some good basics of Dominion. We got in what you really need to know about Dominion, especially for Conqueror. What the? Yep, our gladiators just wouldn't believe. Okay. The John who's attempting an anti-gank, I don't think he'll be able to pull it off. Yeah. What's the gladiator doing? Yeah, we've lost this game essentially, which sucks, but at least we did something. You know, we at least got to. It won't let me change target, so I'll just try to find the gladiator wherever he is. Just trying to revive. Oh god. Okay. Well, you've clearly seen from one Dominion game what it's like. You've seen, I've shown you what to do in a Dominion situation and how to like fight it. Right? But this loss here, like you may have seen some mistakes on my part as well, which is absolutely fine. Like I got dropped on a couple times, which really hurt us because they got mid from it. But at the very least, I hope that this helped a bit with the fundamental knowledge of Dominion. But of course, I think showing a win and showing things that go right instead of wrong would be able to also help with, say, even the fundamentals of this. And we've already got another 8 people in the lobby. So let's get another one in. Alright. I'll be playing Conqueror again because I consider Conqueror probably my best Dominion character. Let me take a look here. Whew. Conqueror, BP, or Warlord are like they're all good, but I'd say that if I'm if I'm solo queuing, definitely Conqueror is my best, because with Conqueror, I know my role, and Conqueror has a very simple role in Dominion, which is mid-clear. I mean, I definitely could pick Warlord as a point sitter, but the issue with playing a point sitter in Dominion, if you're solo queuing, is you'd say miss multiple. Like if you get ganked in Dominion, then you're going to be fighting probably people in MM at least. You're probably going to be fighting people that don't know how to properly gank, but you're still probably going to either lose the gank or end up just trying to stall it. Which, by the way, the better strategy is just stalling instead of like trying to actually anti-gank. But still, it's the thing about it, right? Besides that, we and especially West and capability, the greatest look you just because you don't have that type of communication to get into said team fights, which, like I said, will make him more of a point sitter, and point sitting is not necessarily something that helps a lot, especially in solo queue, because it won't wind up helping your team at all. If you're playing, say, Conqueror, then in solo queue, what you can essentially do is just play the role that you know how to play, which is just the minion lane. Which, even if you have team communication, is the best role for Conqueror. But it's helpful with more team communication because then you can have 2 people in mid. 2 people in mid is probably the most optimal strat for like minion clearing, as with someone in mid. But really, you still only have one true mid clearer, which say in this situation would just be Conqueror. Conqueror wouldn't engage with the enemy, whereas the other person that you have in there is going to punish someone for trying to attack the Conqueror. Right? Which is a gigantic advantage, but it does require some team communication or 2 people in the lobby who know what they're doing. But I'm not saying that the people in this lobby mind you don't know what they're doing. I'm just saying that they may not know what I'm doing, which is the issue. Because if I'm going to the mid lane, then obviously I have a strategy with it, and I'm going to be doing something specific, which is just minion clearing. Right? They may, like, say this Aramusha, right? Aramusha is another character that can mid clear, and he doesn't know if he would take the punishing role or if he would take the clearing role. Like, he doesn't know what I'm thinking, he doesn't know what my strategy is, so you can't really pin that on him if he makes a mistake, right? Because we aren't communicating, he doesn't know. He just doesn't know. That's the simplest way to put it. See, right here, like I said, I'm not necessarily engaging with the enemy. I'm just moving around. Right there, I did engage with the Jing Jun. That's just to get the Jing Jun off of me. Right now, I really need to... I tried to lock onto the minions there, but thankfully the Jing Jun punished me for that. Yeah. Hopefully, our minions will grab mid. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. Yeah, our minions have grabbed mid, and we've got C currently, so we're gaining points at a faster rate than them. So this will help definitely, of course. Let's check 1 second. So the PK probably was the one that captured C, maybe. Which, yeah, the PK captured C. The Aramusha there just apparently lost his brain functionality, but it's close enough. There's no one at A. Someone is definitely going for a back cap. It's a 1v1. See, this is MM, right? And I would recommend if you're an MM and you have the chance to interrupt the 1v1. If you're playing in like a high-level scrim, then definitely don't try and interrupt the 1v1. But still, like as our rule, yeah, don't try to go for interrupting 1v1s. And the reason why I say this is because if you go to gank someone, it may make the kill faster, but it you also have to spend time rotating and things like that. And that's something that, as I've said, you like on your side, you don't want to do. Because if you spend more time moving, rotating, things like that, you're taking time away and taking people away from team fights. And the most crucial part of Dominion, right, is numbers. If you don't have good numbers, then you're not going to win Dominion. And if you don't have good team fighting, then you're not going to win Dominion. It's just how Dominion works. You have to play to your advantage. You have to get every advantage that you can in Dominion to win the game. Just how the game mode works. At this point, right, they're just going for minions, right? But they don't have the point, which is the issue. At the very least, they can make it where it's contested, but they're not going to gain it. Right here, they're botching the game pretty hard, and now I've got revenge because of it. So, see, right now I should be stalling, going for like I'm trying my best to stall it here, but I gotta be very. Ooh, yep. See that? There's another issue with like playing Conqueror, right? It's not always the easiest to unlock in the minions because for some reason it just won't lock onto the minions for me. But you know, at the very least, I'm still getting my role done. I'm still capturing mid. I'm still keeping mid. C has a pretty big team fight going on, but that's detracting people from mid. So if I go to mid, then it should be very good advantage for me. See, right now I actually have to engage this JJ so I can get into him. He seems to react to lights very well. Yeah, that was a complete guess on his part. And he didn't react to the offense light either. So, yeah, right. At the moment, right, people are quitting. These people aren't showing very good dominion. I will say, like, they're not like showing their absolutely amazing fundamental knowledge or anything like that, and they're not necessarily feeling what the role they should be taking. But I suppose that me being here should be able to help them, but I'm not really sure if that's necessarily the right way to look at it. But it's still maybe. I'm just providing a plausibility, of course. Now I'm going to go to C. The Warlord. See, the Warlord, what's confusing me about the Warlord is the Warlord hasn't tried to set up a trap advantage. That's the most optimal way to play Warlord on a point, is simply to gain a trap advantage. But for some reason, the Warlord didn't do that. He has set up a Fire Flask advantage, which, you know, I've been killed because of it, but still. Shrek Monger, yes. It's a Rep 70 Warlord. Bruh. Sorry, I popped my neck there. Alright, what's going on here? So I've taken away his Fire Flask, which is a big disadvantage for him in another fight, so I'm simply going to go back to see. I don't know if they'll try to rotate again to try and gank this Musha, which is a bot, so I'm not sure if it'll help anyways, but still, we got some assistance here. The bots, by the way, don't gank properly, so it's going to be difficult. Yeah, just going for headbutts really, and I dodged back to try and do something else, but it didn't quite work out. Let's see, where did that Fire Flask come from? Warlock kills, I don't know who Warlock is playing, so I can't be sure. Still. Yeah, this game turned out bad as well. So, this type of video would probably work better if I brought in some, say, comp players that also know their roles and know how to properly play the game. But I suppose it's showing how solo queue works would also assist in that, probably. So, either way. I assume the zone would interrupt there, but he messed up the punish, so it'd be like a... I need to go for that less. I went for that on prediction. I should have just waited to see the indicator, but I didn't. So, yeah, right now, against Warlord, when you're out of stamina, really all you have to deal with is that. So, yeah, not necessarily a big issue. Should have stayed in full block longer. That's a mistake on my part. Figured he'd go for the light afterwards. He has botched the punish again. He's out of stamina. And, yeah. See, I'm not dealing with, like, Juggernaut optimal right now.
Your team is breaking.
It's really, like, all I can really do in this situation. I'm going to 0-6, by the way. Oh, God. Which, for the record, if you're playing a mid-clear, like, having a super high kill rate, or even getting kills at all, doesn't have to be, like, a requirement. Like, just something to say. Alright, so I've shown you 2 losses, 2 ways that you can, 2 like mistakes, and I've also shown you, and as you can see, I've made mistakes as well. Like, everyone on the team has made mistakes that led to losses, right? So hopefully the next game I'll be able to show you will be a win, and will help you with learning Dominion more, I suppose.
You lost Zone A. Defeat.
So right there we saw the Yonde lose the gank, which is completely fine. It's not like winning an anti-gank isn't necessarily something that is required. But I suppose that in that situation it definitely wouldn't be, because if he would have lost, then if he would have won it, then it wouldn't have mattered, because then they would have came directly back. So yeah. Right here I might think about finding a new lobby. Well, actually I might be able to stay in this lobby, maybe pick a different character. Yeah. Actually, I think in this mode I think in this game I'll go with Warlord. I'll pick See, in tournaments traps are banned, but in the moment bear trap is like, it's obviously there's nothing banned in matchmaking. So I think I'll go with bear trap for now, and I'll keep punch through and fire flask. Speed revive is obviously necessary. So I'll explain why I run each perk with Warlord when I play this game. So, with Speed Revive helps a lot with, say, team fights or just getting people up faster, which is definitely helpful in this sense, because, like, if you lose, say, a number in a team fight, then you can always get it back, which is helpful. Very, very helpful. Very good. For this, Juggernaut is good, but against, like, good players, all they're going to do is just like back roll away from you and like let you sit there with Juggernaut, because attacking someone with Juggernaut doesn't work well, because they can just GB you as soon as you hit them. So it's not the good thing. Flesh Wound isn't very good, because like if you you have to get hit within 2 seconds. All it really helps is like against chain lights, if you can't react to chain lights. Bear Trap is really good before like you can't hide them anymore. With this, Tough as Nails and Punch Through are both very good, but I prefer Punch Through because it does much more damage. For the last one, I suppose you could run Auto Revive, but I'd say Auto Revive is far more situational, because if you do get Auto Revive, then it may win, say, one team fight or something like that, but it has way too long of a cooldown to really be super usable. With Fire Flask, you get a free mid clear, right? If you use Fire Flask, you exchange a Fire Flask for a mid clear by just throwing it into the minion lane. Or it could be definitely helpful in winning a team fight, which is obviously good, and with its cooldown, if you use it, say, maybe midway through a game, if you can get it that fast, then you'll be able to use it in later fights. And if you get it early enough, sometimes you'll even be able to use it 3 times throughout a game, which is rare, but it's definitely possible. With Punch Through just really makes him like really good at team fighting, because you can hit people with heavies and elite 22 damage even if they block it. So it makes them essentially have to react to, like, say, heavies and lights. And even his lights do good damage. I think it's like 9. So definitely good. But what makes Warlord like a really good team fighter is his peel. What peel means is his ability to interrupt opponents and protect his teammate. His zone is hard to punish, and it's extremely good, especially when externally. See, right here I'm with a BP and I'm fighting a Yorm. What I need to do here is really just, the way to gank this, right, is just one of us bashes and the other one throws a heavy when they see the bash. But the BP doesn't seem to be doing that. Yeah, so all it's going to do, if it's not doing it like that, is just going to destroy damage. So, God. At this point, like, I really can't even, like, blame myself, because that was a fault on the BP. I mean, maybe the BP didn't know what to properly do there, but still. And now I've got another BP here, so hopefully they'll be able to win the fight. I'm just going to hang back, not trying to engage too much. Really let them. Why aren't the BP? Oh my God. There.
You capture Zone A. Okay.
Sorry for getting slightly tilted there. It's just that when teammates aren't doing what they should be doing, it just kind of makes me mad, in a sense. So, yeah. Right here, the Yorm is back for a 1v1. It shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, Yorm Warlord is a very Warlord favorite matchup. Not when there's 3 of them. I'm gonna call for help, and right now I'm just going to try and do what's called stalling. what stalling is it's not me trying to win a game, it's me trying to survive a game for as long as I can until either help arrives or, wow, I love walls, dude. Walls are Chad here. It's not me trying to win a game, it's me trying to successfully either keep them on me, or to like waste their time and waste their numbers, or B, to wait until help arrives. Either one is a very plausible and usable way of stalling, right? It's more of us a motive.
You captured Zone B.
Okay. No. There. Try to pray that light. Yeah. My team, thankfully though, with them just rushing A constantly, my teammates have managed to get the other 2 points, which they seem to have the opponents seem to have a good hardpoint advantage at the moment, but that's completely fine for right now at least, because if they have a high hardpoint advantage, then what we're able to do is gain back the points through holding the points, and we're holding points really well right now. Right now, there's 2 2v1s going. Right now, we should really just be getting mid, and we have mid, so thankfully that's good. We have that advantage. Right now, what I'm trying to do is just essentially try and help the BP in this matchup. I'm gonna GB this Yandi, see if it works again. Yeah, it did. See, the max punish there, by the way, is zone into side heavy, but light to side heavy would kill. So I just went for light to side heavy to help. The Warlord needs to run back. Right here, he shouldn't be staying there. Be rotating back, getting heals. Right now, I could go for a crash, which yeah, crashing charge game works. Because it's not necessarily the easiest to react to when you have someone near you. Right here, the BP is getting 2v1, but we've lost C at the moment, which is not good. We really need to get C back, but we will be able to get that back in time. Hopefully, someone will go to mid. Right now, we have a very winnable team fight because the BP has revenge, and we have low health opponents. See, right now, I'm going to be honest. Right there, that was my fault. I shouldn't have hit him with that. I've completely botched that, and I'll be the first person to admit that I botched that. But we've won it because the Tiandi decided to dodge away from that, which wasn't a good idea. At the moment, it appears to be that we're... Oof, tried to carry that heavy. I swear to
You
God.
lost Zone B.
You see how the BP just stared at him? The BP could have at least gone light or been, like, you know, useful, but he said no. So, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Not mad. The slightest. Not even. But, right now, they're having a 2v1 at A. It appears to be a pretty, like, even 2v1, maybe slightly in their favor. There's no one at B, so going for a back cap would certainly give us easier points. So, but they're gonna send a Valkyrie bot here. If you know me, I hate Valkyrie, but it's a bot. It's a bot. So issue your rise. Miss the berry, please. God. Yeah, don't treat bots like retards and you'll get punished for it. I tried to headbutt. I swear to God. Die. Thank you. I don't know why we've lost every point.
You captured Zone B.
Okay. My teammates are very good, dude. I swear. My teammates are always usable. But right now, I have a fire flask, so I've got a choice. Do I need to use it to get mid, or should I use it to go help? So currently the BP is going to get mid. So right now I'm going to get to A, use it to win a team fight, or at least help a team fight a lot.
Zone B.
Yeah, very a lot. I know. I've been botted on. See, the Yorm right there just fed revenge, and it's gonna help me. Right now, I'm just gonna like try and spam the Tiandi, honestly, see if he panics, tries to make a move. Yeah. Why did I do that? It was really to pressure the Tiandi, make him panic, things like that. You know, at least draw them away from the BP, because I don't want to be 2v1. But of course, the BP does that. Yep. Teammates are good, always good, completely. Yep. So what I need to do here really is go to there's no one at B. Again, there's 3 day. So we've got C. A back cap here would be useful again due to having points, getting points, things like that. And the way to tell if someone is at the point, by the way, if you look up on the top right and it says +2, there's someone there. That means there's someone boosting it. If it says +1, there's no one there. It's just a point. And if it's like white, like A is currently, it's just a tested point. There's 3 at A. Instead of boosting, what I need to do is come help at A and maybe try and stall out the points a bit more. Help our BP. If the BP goes full idiot again, then I might leave the point and go back to boosting. If not, by all means, stay here. That time their BP went big brain. So, yeah.
You captured Zone A.
There's no one at B right now. I'm gonna hope that someone will go down to B and try and back cap it. No one's moving. Everyone is just trying to have this weird pack mentality and not actually help the team. So I'm gonna go to B, grab the point. It'll press them to going to one of the points at the very least, which will help us greatly. Right now, this BP. Yeah, thank you, Warland. Okay.
Your team is breaking.
Our team is just rushing dead. Our team has lost all brain power. This is a good, fun game. Peaceful teammates. Right now I'm going to bash again, BP. Bash again. I swear to God, BP. Okay. BP bash. BP for the love of God. Thank you.
Enemy team is breaking.
Right now it's a 2v2. It shouldn't be too hard. Tiandi BP isn't a very good, like, team setup for 2v2s. BP and Warlord is pretty good just because BP needs heal for 2v2s, and Warlord provides amazing heal for 2s. And I swear to God, this Warlord has a big brain. This Warlord has an absolutely amazing, functioning brain. I swear, it's absolutely Chad. But anyways, hold on. Right now I've got very low health, but I do have a fire flash, so you see the big brain. Yeah.
You captured Zone A.
Well, that's 2 losses, 1 win. That's essentially what happens when you play MM, to be honest. You just win or lose. I didn't really get to do a lot of point sitting because my team went, full big brain there for a bit. So, gotta make ends meet. But at the end of the day, we managed to win it out, and we managed to get it done. So, proud of my team for that. We got it. This will be the last game for this vid. Tell me if you guys like this kind of commentary. Would you guys like it for duels, brawls? Maybe give some educational commentary, maybe help people learn how to play the game better, things like that. Besides that, guys, it's SCG Unworthy. I'm glad to talk to you guys for a bit, glad to make this video. You all have a good day, love you, and see you guys in the next vid. Like I said, I want to say it one more time, I love you guys, and goodbye.